am live. I just clicked stop streaming and then start streaming again, so we'll see what kind of effect this has on things. I am waiting to see if people can hear / see me. In the meantime, well, I don't want to hear me. I hear enough of me. Thank you. I appreciate you hanging in. I know I sound frustrated. I don't mean to. It's just this is such a pain in my ass, you know? It's just so much shit. I spent the past couple of hours fucking with trying to get, like, you know, an AI bot into the chat and stuff, and it took several hours, and I still haven't even successfully done what I wanted to actually do. So it's like, can something just work? Can something just work the way it's freaking supposed to? This is why I prefer taking a charcoal stick and smearing it on a piece of processed wood, because it's just so much easier to figure out. Art is so much easier than technology. It's not even a fair comparison. Anyway, let me set up my stuff real quick. Yay. All right. Now you can go over here. Let's see. Let me get my chat arranged so I can hopefully see the chat today. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh, that'd be amazing. This is why people use 2 monitors, I bet, because this is like cumbersome, man. Get out of here. All you get out of here. Everything I'm not working with, just get out of here. Okay, cool. There's the chat. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, cool. Hopefully that is all right. Goodness gracious. You have fun waking up to my ass. Hi, good morning. Let's swear about tech. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and position the actual sketch. What we actually came here to do. Yes. Okay. I did get it working. That is right, Billy. With much swearing and contempt, we finally got it working. Okay, so art supplies. We are yet again using our $8 charcoal kit from Panda Fly. Speaking of Panda, where are you, Panda? You haven't been here for a couple of streams. Now I'm getting upset. How could you miss this? Let's see. Okay. Get this situated. Situated. We gotta tighten that. Tighten up. Well, that should be good. I should hold you. Alright. So, as we were saying, you need to cooperate. There. Hooray. Are we ready to go? Are we ready? Be all dainty like spread out my paper towel. Don't smash the microphone. You got it working. Oh, Stream Elements bot running. Learn how to customize the bot here. I will do that later, Stream Elements. I did put a bot in here to help keep the spam and stuff to a minimum. That was the thing I did today to try to improve things marginally. Seltzer water. Ginger lime mule. Is that what mules taste like? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Okay, we're gonna move this a smidge closer. Because maybe that'll improve the picture. I don't know. Maybe you don't need this much me. Can you handle it? Can you handle this much me? I can't. All right. Let us pray. I'm kidding. I don't know. Although you're welcome to pray. You should always be constantly praying if you are a New Testament believer. Isn't that right? So, brush. Other pencils. Situate myself. Where's my favorite pencil? Do you ever have a favorite pencil? I get attached. Alright. And just so you know, if you're sending messages, I'm not seeing them, but I do have the chat pulled up. We have successfully, hopefully, pulled up the chat this time. Alright. I'll leave you for now. Okay. Alright, let's just relax. Let's just relax. I actually debated today. I was like, you know what? Do we want to just stream or do we want to do yoga? Hell, do we even want to work on the book instead? That's the level of procrastination I'm at. I'm like, dude, maybe I'd actually rather write. Maybe that's a thing I would rather do. And I probably should have listened to that impulse. Might have been wiser. I've got to finish that book 3. I just keep getting sucked into art. Art. Okay, so where are we diving in? Where are we diving in? Test 2, do you hear it? Test 2, I see you. Test 2. If that was you, then yes, your test was successful. Okay, so let me pull up my photo reference. Let me pull up the photo reference. Okay, cool. Let's see. I want to get in there with my usual soft charcoal. I'm just trying to get myself positioned comfortably. It's always like a bit of a challenge to like figure out like, okay, like how do I want to get settled into this? No, am I comfy? Am I ready? Am I ready? Is everything ready? I feel like the baby's gonna cry right now. All right, so I was laying in skin tones. You know what? I kind of want to go for one of these bigger shadows over here. Let's start with something larger. So, like right up in this ear area, you know? Which means, boop, there you go. Now you can see. And at some point in the near future, I will, in fact, put like music in the background. I was thinking about maybe even reacting to some bullshit podcasts or something. Like that vapid whatever podcast, maybe. Something that, you know, people might enjoy or be accessible to people with a variety of interests. I don't know. Or at least annoy everybody equally. Let's be real. Or maybe I shouldn't be alive. Anybody like survival podcasts? Yeah, her ear is about level with her nose. That's like pretty damn close. Don't let me. I gotta get up in that for a minute. All right, I think right here. And if it's wrong, we can always mold it in further with the blackness. So that's fine. Gosh. Sit down for some relaxing drawing, man. Ooh, no, we don't really have to worry about establishing that shape too much because that's going to be like a piece of hair that we're just going to knead in later with an eraser. But I just kind of wanted to get the shape laid down. Goes down a little further though. Come on now. There we go. I swear I hear someone playing like doom 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 music. It's not like in a car going by. Am I the only person here who's unemployed? Lol, reacting to whatever may be funny. It might be, just because it's like casual, vapid conversation. Women talking about, would you rather like see the bear in the woods or the man in the woods? What a silly, ridiculous question. Although, you know what? That's one of those questions that really is context dependent. Like the obvious answer is okay, man. I mean, if you're not stupid, who's gonna use the R word? We're trying to be good. But like, you know, of course you would want to like You know, you can take a man easier in a fight. And also, what's to say that the man is automatically going to want to kill you? Like, are you hiking? Then you're going to come across many people, men and women alike. Like, why would that be a threat to you? Are you lost? In which case, you definitely want to see a man. Who do you think the people who rescue you are going to be? Who's flying the helicopter that's looking for you? Who's on the rescue teams, you know, the search and rescue teams going out and looking for you? It's men. Can I have some more information about the men and the bear? Now, that being said, there is a chance that it could be a serial killer. Yes, there's an off chance. In fact, I think the FBI says statistically that there's like 55 serial killers running around the United States at any given time, most of which are in Alaska. Alaska has a lot of serial killers, which makes sense if you think about it. Cold, remote, easy to get away with things. But, you know, statistically speaking, 55 out of, like, what, half the population, so like 4 billion people? Yeah, I'll take my chances with that. I'd rather have the man. Because I just have a better chance at taking down a man than I do a bear. Now, is the man armed? Is the man armed to the teeth with a gun and shit, and he's a serial killer? And it's just like a run-of-the-mill, like, black bear? Like a scared black bear who's not really, like, trying to mess with you? Black bears are kind of simple, you know? Yes, they could kill me, but they're much more skittish. And I'm just worried less about a black bear situation. All right, so the shadow continues down. Boop-a-doo. I gotta tell you though, that host Brian just annoys the crap out of me. Like, he's such a dishonorable, like, pussy. Excuse my language, but he's just awful to deal with. He got in a fight with that guy, Warren Smith, who was a teacher who got fired for, pointing out that J.K. Rowling hadn't really said anything that was transphobic, quote unquote. Good times. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna lean into some controversial conversation while I sketch this face. Always advisable, right? Okay, so that comes down to here. Her eye about. That's when we can kind of cool it with that. What? I know. Hi, Billy Bandit. Don't mind me. Am I just yammering too much? Don't mind me, sir. Just going all in on the yammering today. I don't even feel like drawing, but you know what? Like, sometimes you just gotta keep practicing. Which Brian? Brian is the host of the Whatever podcast. I'm not referring to Family Guy. I'm referring to the Whatever podcast. He's just this obnoxious motherfucker. And he always has freaking OF girls. Always OF girls on his show. These really vapid, obnoxious women who just always have their breasts hanging out. They have nothing else going for them but their attractiveness. And often not even that. And then he tries to, like, hold them up as if their answers to these questions are somehow representative of all women. And it's quite annoying. Like, he was ranting and raving about how, like, I have all these women on my show and they give me all these crazy, terrible answers, and this is all women and all women in the dating pool and in the market. I'm like, no, it's not, dude. You are talking to OF women. I thought, like, I seriously thought that every single woman in the world must have an OF account if these are representative of, like, fucking women. It's actually, like, 2% of women do, which is still bad, but, like, holy crap. By the way, I've only seen clips. He has normal women on too, to counterpoint. Oh, you don't think he's honest or whatnot? Yeah. I think he's honest with his answers. I just think he's a douche. like he said if he had a wife, he would never lay down his life for her. Like, if she's the one taking the bullet, not him. He's not going to die for anyone, even if he's married to her. I'm like, even if you're married to her and she's the mother of your children and you're expecting to find a woman after making a remark like that, I'm sorry, but no. That's, like, I would lay down my life for my husband, and I expect him to lay down his life for me. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? And he was talking about how, like, you know, if it's Titanic, it's every man for himself, you know? Like, there's no point in, like, being a gentleman and letting a woman have a seat on the lifeboat. And I'm just like, you realize you sound like such a flaming puss, right? This is why you are celibate. Involuntarily, perhaps. Don't mind me. It's closer to 20% of women in college. 20%? Ugh, that's disgusting. I hope that's not right. Jesus. And yes, I realize that this looks long, but this is not all neck. Alright, let's see. Oh, my wife is absolutely taking a bullet for old Billy. That's a wife's main job, bullet sponge. Oh yes, yes, of course. Taking the bullets. That's traditionally what women do, right? Oh goodness, my nose is itchy. Don't mind me. Alright, so I'm not gonna go too hard on the shading here, because we do have to like pay attention to like what the hair is doing and stuff. I just kind of wanted to establish like a line of shadow for a second. Alright, so Miss Ricci, let's go ahead and start working a bit on your jaw. Just get that defined a little bit. I don't know, man. Just hope the world figures out a way. On Titanic, I dress not just as a woman, but a child woman to double my chances of being saved. Ah, that's the ticket. Yes, a woman with child. There was actually a man who dressed as a woman in order to survive. I forget his name offhand, but that did indeed happen successfully at least once. And Mr. Ismay, who helped finance Titanic and was behind some of the plans on it, he survived. He managed to get aboard a lifeboat before it was like a woman and only situation, or women and children only. Like, he found an opportunity to get on and he frickin' did. And so he lived, and he was shamed for the rest of his life, which was only about 10 years after that incident. Like, he got alcoholism and depression and all sorts of shit, if I remember correctly. And yeah, history did not remember him kindly at all for surviving that. See, that's just it. Like, do you want to live forever being just ashamed and having people like tar and feather you like for your survival itself? I do feel like that's kind of unfair, especially if he like, maybe it was totally innocent. Like, yeah, they had an open spot and they're like, all right, dude, get the fuck on. And they hadn't called for women and children. Like, are you honestly going to say no? I mean, don't you want to live? Like, I get it. I get it. I like living too. It's a good time. But yeah, the ignominy that followed might not have been worth it. Let's go ahead and blend that. Oh yeah, oh, it's super shameful. Yeah, I feel it, man. Like, shit. A woman or child could have taken that spot. There was only one first-class child who died on the Titanic. There was like 60 third-class children, if I remember correctly. Again, I haven't like looked at these numbers recently, but I do like me some Titanic, as you may recall. And yeah, like 60 or so. And the first-class child was because of a misunderstanding, where like the mother couldn't find her child, and so she, I guess, dragged her her other child, her 3-year-old, with her while she was searching for the infant. But it turns out the babysitter lady, the governess, she had already taken the baby on board a lifeboat, so it was pointless for her to be looking because the baby was already safe. And she and her last child, the 3-year-old, did not make it on in time. You know, honestly, I'm sorry. Like, to be fair, Titanic was 100 years ago. Men and women are not the same today. It would be every man for himself, trust me. Yeah, oh, I'm sure of it. There's like no honor left today, and it's awful. You know, I remember riding a bus once. I forget why, but like when I was 9 months pregnant. I was like almost to the point of giving birth with one of my pregnancies, and like there was no spaces to stand. Not a single person offered me their seat. Not a single one. And I just remember thinking, wow, like I would immediately give up my seat to a pregnant woman, and I'm not a man. Like, there's just no way I wouldn't. So it was pretty disgusting to see, like, that's where we're at, man. Like, that's where we're at with your morals, people. How did that happen? How did we become so disgusting? And don't just blame feminists, although I do. They definitely share some blame here. Just like, Jesus. I had that happen in a doctor's office too, where it's just like, oh yeah, crowded doctor's office. You walk in, obviously pregnant. There are fucking men, like men 18, 19, 20s, 30s sitting there. None of them, one, they probably don't even notice because everyone's so buried in their phones. You could get stabbed to death in front of them and they might not even notice. Not even joking. And those few who do, no, they didn't offer any help. Gosh, I remember I was trying to pull my baby carriage through an open door and there were two dudes having a conversation right in front of the door. They were 2 feet away, doing nothing other than chit-chatting. And I'm like struggling to pull the baby carriage over the lip of this door because it was actually rather steep. And I had to hold it open while I took care of one kid and got the baby through the other. And then when I finally got it through, like, I guess that's when they finally noticed that there was a woman directly next to them struggling with the baby carriage to get it through the door. And all they had to do was like hold up a hand and like hold the door. And they didn't notice, I guess, until the door, you know, the baby's through and I'm walking through and I just look at him and I go, yeah, thanks. Like, thank you for your help. That was really gentlemanly, you know, thanks. And they both looked embarrassed all of a sudden. It's like, yeah, hello, situational awareness. And I'm not saying I'm some princess who deserves to have, you know, everything handed to me on a silver platter, but for fuck's sake, hold doors for people. I hold doors for people all the time. It's not even a gender thing. If you see someone carrying something heavy or they're somehow encumbered, man or woman, fucking hold a door. Basic manners. Honor comes with culture. Without a culture that respects honorable actions, it disappears like unused limbs in evolution. Ha, yeah, I could see that. Interesting metaphor. Yeah, it sucks because if you're an honorable person in like a society that gives zero fucks about honor, then you just kind of get taken advantage of. And I worry about that with my kids and the school district that they're currently in. Because if you're like the one person who's trying to uphold like Christian values and kindness and you're surrounded by people who are just like, yo, 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 like, yeah, and they don't care about that sort of thing, they're just going to get bullied and taken advantage of. Not what I want for them. That's right. Let's just rant. Let's just go off on this stream. I'm going to complain. I'm going to rant. Peaceful drawing. Yeah, right. Getting the shading laid down. Try to lay down the shading without setting everything on fire. You can do it. Things are cyclical too. Gen Z doesn't care to get drunk for one. That's not a bad thing. Indeed, at least there's that. They're too busy getting high, I imagine. I wonder why they decided not to drink. At least there's that, you know? And I've heard that they're not as big on smoking either, although vaping is certainly a thing. They do enjoy the vape. I mean, let's be real, because they can't frickin' afford it. Sorry, guys. The world got broken. It wasn't even me, okay? I'm a millennial. I didn't break the world. Look at the boomers. Blame them. They did a number on this poor old world. No offense to them. I mean, we can't just blame any one generation in particular, but I kind of get upset with millennial parenting though, because that is our fault right there. Giving kids tablets instead of like being actual parents or smartphones. It's something like 93% of teenagers have phones, like by the time they're 13, like adolescent. Gen Z can't afford vices, but also care more about the planet than other generations, which, hey, yeah, is good. I mean, they better. I hope they do. It'd be nice if they cared about each other a little more. And there's also some studies that show that they're becoming more religious, which is an interesting development. Depends on the religion, quite frankly. Trying to bear in mind the directionality of the neck before I go off on too many tangents and forget what I'm doing. Poor old Gen Z. And Gen A. I'm raising Gen A right now. kind of is crazy to see, like, the dependence upon tablets. Like, I like to listen to teachers rant and rave, like, you know how you like to listen to dating nonsense and stuff, people ranting about that. Well, I like to listen to teacher nonsense and how they're complaining about, like, kids nowadays, and like how they can't focus on anything. They're complete and total dopamine addicts. Like, their whole, from the time they're 1, they have a screen thrust into their hand, and they can't tolerate being bored. They can't tolerate having to work at something in order to be good at it. Like, they have no patience. I'm just like, wow, that's probably really annoying to teach, because not every concept is fun. Not every single concept in the world can be made into, like, a super entertaining, like, video lesson. Sometimes you have to actually sit down and suffer in order to learn something. It's one of the reasons why I like drawing, and I hope that AI art doesn't completely unmake art, because it forces you to develop some patience. Like, this is not a fast dopamine activity. This is, in fact, a slow dopamine activity. Takes a lot of practice, takes patience, a lot of messing up. And eventually you can get it, but just don't expect overnight, you know, success. I've really done a bass tone enough for your neck yet, lady. Oh, it's bright and sunny today. I do like it. I enjoy the sunshine, as long as I can wear my sunscreen. Oh, and it's Friday. That's right. Speaking of sin and vice and drinking. Although I'm not going to go too heavy tonight, because I hate waking up feeling groggy and shitty. It's like, come on. I don't want to kill too many brain cells with this. I've got to be judicious. Kill enough brain cells, I'm sure, doing other things. I never really got people who were in favor of outlawing marijuana, but they're not in favor of outlawing alcohol. Because alcohol is just, by any metric, more damaging than marijuana. And our founding fathers smoked weed too. They had hemp farms. Like, what are you even talking about? It's like every argument that you can make for weed, you can make times 10 for alcohol. And I know that's a whataboutism. Oh, what about booze? Oh. But I'm just asking for a little consistency across our legislation here, you know? Even intoxicated driving. Like, is it true that people get killed smoking weed and driving? Yes, which is why we should have laws against smoking weed and driving. Like, no one is saying it's a good idea to smoke weed and drive a car. And anyone who is saying that is dumb. They are wrong. They are wrong. They are wrong. You should not do that. But, like, if you're just sitting inside your house, like smoking a joint or whatever, and then going to bed, why is that an issue? Like, why? Eating some snacks? I do wish they would have some more regulation about, like, or at least regulate what's in weed, because I do worry about, like, chemical additives and things like that. I like to be healthy, man. I enjoy living, like I said. It's not something I like to pointlessly endanger. There's this little darker spot right here. And we're just taking care of this neck, building up the shadow gradually. Sometimes the light here is just too bright. Like, I'm just like, ah. I'm trying to find the sweet spot on my charcoal. Come on, there we go. Could be a little bit of a trick. I was trying to do earlier what Nader was talking about yesterday, and installing 2 bots so that way they could fight each other in the chat. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I did Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci? Because they were famous rivals of each other. They were actually commissioned to do two murals opposite side of each other. And I forget where it was, but they had to do two giant murals, Michelangelo on one side, Da Vinci on the other. And it got spicy. Neither one ever finished it because Michelangelo got commissioned to go do something elsewhere in Milan, to do a statue in Milan. And Da Vinci had some technical issues with the paint because he was trying out like a new painting technique and a new like something new, and it didn't dry perfectly, and yeah, it wasn't fun. So Michelangelo was seen as the victor of that, even though he also didn't finish. Although Da Vinci's sketches, preliminary sketches from that mural, did survive and served as references for artists for ages to come. So, you know, no matter who won or lose or lost, like, we all kind of won. A lot of horses and things. It was a cavalry battle. It was the Battle of Anghiari, I believe, was what he had to sketch. And Michelangelo had to do the Battle of Cassina. So both epic battles. I should really look up those sketches again, or those pictures, what remains of them anyway. That was one of those funny like Renaissance art ideas where it's like we want to pit people against pit the best of the best against each other, and like use that competitive fire to fuel both sides toward greatness. I think that's a good idea. I mean, shit, why waste a perfectly good enemy, you know? Get that fire in your belly. There we go. How's that? Let's take a deep in that. Our face values are not nearly dark enough. I'm just gonna go gradually. There's no need to rush. I'm not gonna stream for a super long time today because I do have other things that have to be tended to, but I do like to try to get some drawing in every day. I should really start working, I should do working out again. I haven't like worked out solidly in like a while. I miss feeling good. Like I miss feeling like good in my body, you know? And I'm not saying I'm out of shape because, you know, I'm not that out of shape, but like I like feeling capable. I like feeling like if a disaster was to happen, I wouldn't be totally fucked. Like I could still run fast. I can still lift. I can still be nimble. And it's one of those things where as you age, if you don't stay on top of that, you will start to lose it. And I don't want to start to lose it. I like feeling nimble. I like feeling in shape. You should do a self-portrait one day. Maybe. I just hate, like, it feels so like, what's the word? Egocentric, I guess. Like, oh, look at me. I'm painting glorious me. Me, glorious me. Take time out of my busy schedule to stare at my face for a few hours. Yes. I heard there was a guy with dementia who like, or an artist with dementia who decided to paint himself like every day, I guess, like a quick self-portrait until he died, and you can see like how they deteriorate over time, and it got really sad. Like his skills, like, oh, poor guy, I'm sorry. That's probably a good exercise to do though, to keep your brain busy, you know? Keep yourself occupied. Oh, this is darker right here. I gotta get in there. And it was funny to like, you know, read about like Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci's critiques of each other, because Michelangelo is like, you're too precise, Leonardo, because Leonardo was all about like precision and elegance, and you know, like these really soft blending techniques called sfumato, which you can see in the Mona Lisa and his portraits. But Michelangelo was kind of the opposite. Like, yeah, he was precise, but like he was like really rough and brawny and doing all these like really emotionally intense pieces, and Da Vinci's just like, come on, come on, come on. It's just funny because it's like, guys, you're both great. Like, you do realize that you're both going to be remembered as greats, right? I mean, this whole like hating each other thing, you don't even know. You don't even know. All right, so let's just go ahead and hit that nose real quick. Just get the side of the nose and just darken this value over here. There we go. Get on in that. We still need to darken these eyes more. Like, we're nowhere near done with this shading over here. Like, these eyes need so much more shading. But also lightening. Like, I don't want to completely obliterate that highlight, because she does have like a highlight over here beneath this eye. Hey son, you're cramping my style. You are my sunshine. There you go. Hey, don't do that, you son of a bitch. I'm trying to put up the box so like it'll block the sun a little. Can you just stay? If you could just stay. Thanks. Oh, these are charcoal pencils for teens. Artists for, oh, okay. I thought it said it was for beginners. I was gonna say, oh, okay. Well, good. I'm using the crappiest type of pencil. That would make me feel even better. But it's not. They're for everybody, I suppose. All right. Let's get in there with this eye a little bit. Come here, eye. All right, so I can see that you need to be darkened. And it's like kind of a square shape almost, going right down this bridge of the nose. You can't see shizzle. Sun, oh Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, get the fuck off my sketch. Yeah, we get up in that. All right. We're still gonna have to, you know, camera, I really do need to be able to get in there sometimes. Well, this is actually a very thin line. And then it goes up a bit. Now I need a little precise eraser in order to make that happen. Or at the very least, maybe a blendy stick. We could probably make this happen with a blendy stick. Yeah, we'll probably touch that up in a minute, but come on now. All right, there we go. Lovely, lovely. Keep it going. Keep it rocking. And we will, of course, clean you up. All right. Oh, cool. Let's see. Focus a bit on these eyes. All right. Cool. All right, where is my eraser? Let's get in there. Might be time to do a little shine on the eyes. Oh, there you are. There you are. Are you sharp enough for this job? Are you sharp enough? Let's find out. All right. All right. Nice. Nice. Maybe. We're getting there. All right. Boom, I'm telling you, man, the shines in eyes really do bring a piece to life. I like that. Let's sort of do the other eye real quick. All right, I'm gonna need that because I need to rest my hand somewhere. All right, let's see. Okay. This calls for tea. It's actually sleepy time tea that I'm drinking, but it's all the same shit. Chamomile. Nice relaxing chamomile. For I am a tightly strung person, and I require it for my well-being. We don't really need that part highlight. This part could be thickened up a bit on the inside rather than the out. The eyes are such a defining moment for this piece. And on this one, you can actually see eyelash detail, which will be fun to pick in. Thicken the eyeliner just a little bit. Not a lot, babe. Just a little. Mm. It's funny because it's not really eyeliner that's under her lower eye. It's an eye shadow. It's a shadow from the sphere of the eye itself. All right, I like it. I like it. We're not done, but I like it. Where is my stick? Somebody get the stick. Dr. Evil reference. Like the pupils and the white glare dots. Before going too dark, make sure the eyes line up, etc. They do actually line up, I think. They're fairly liney uppy. At least I think they line up. Hey, come back. The pupils I haven't really lined up yet. The pupils are gonna... You can't really see the pupil on this other eye here. It's gonna be cut off with the shine. The eyes themselves look like they're on the center line to me. Now her bridge of her nose might be a bit long, but we're just gonna deal with that. Anyway. Alright, let's see. But thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. Let's get in there. Now we're gonna go blendy. Getting blendy. Blendified. Always worth a check. Absolutely. Hey, where's my stream alerts? I used to have bring, and I'm not hearing any bring. Oh, I'm telling you, man. Always. There's always a thing. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's get in there and put a shine in. All right, so that looks fine. But in order to do the little detail that we need to do next, we're either gonna have to cut this bitch, or we're gonna have to get another eraser. I want to take the easy way out and get another eraser. I get protective of my erasers with kids. Like, here, you can have this bag, but I'm keeping this bag. Because mommy needs art supplies. Okay? Now, even the shine on the eyes isn't perfectly white. You know, I think that's one of those little things. All right, cool. Cool. All right. How are you doing in terms of lining? All right. Nice, nice. Okay. Good. How about the value differences? We do need to darken this a bit. Because again, the white of the eyes is not necessarily perfectly white. That's another one of those little things, because there's shadows being cast on it by the eyelid, and just the fact that it's a sphere. It's a little too dark. You're not a vampire. Or bloodshot. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should switch back to my other eraser. I don't like to waste the sharp points on erasers. Alright, get in there. A kneaded eraser. Like, don't forget, you have a kneaded eraser. Remember how much fun that was? Yeah. Never forget. We probably will get in there with that in a minute. Alright, cool. Cute. Cool. In the words of Donkey from Shrek. Alright. I heard that, like, Shrek caught shit, like the new Shrek that was coming out, because it looked like AI and people were not happy about that. Like, what are you doing? So much the better. I think a smudgy stick might be a move here. And that can be lightened a bit, but you know. Okay. Oh, bleh. Bleh. Okay. Okay. Got any jokes? Huh, yeah, women's rights. I'm kidding. But am I? This eyeball is a joke. Oh, just going through the motions of sketching this. My daughter asked me yesterday, Mom, what's a baddie? I'm like, a word that I don't want to hear you frickin' using because it's indigent. Like, oh, a baddie. And she said girlies. Like, come on, girlies. Like, someone said girlies to her, and she's like, what? I was like, oh my gosh, I get you out of this school. We need to get you out now. Ugh. Maybe I just need to move to the woods. I'm telling you, it's not a joke. I need out of here. I need out of society. I can't do it anymore. I quit. I'm quitting the world. That's a great question. Yeah, what's a baddie? It is a great question. Like, what even is a baddie? What do you even mean? Like, I'm used to it. I'm assuming it means like short for badass. Like oh, a badass bitch, if you will. But what does that even mean? A woman who does not have a moral code? A woman who takes unnecessary risks? I mean, what do we mean by a badass bitch? Badass bitch. I know, Justin Bieber. Oh, good. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Be quiet. What even makes one a baddie? Oh, Lord have mercy. We're working out over here a little bit now. What am I doing? Alright, fine. I'll do it like this then. Working up a little bit in this corner. Oh, it's a baddie. Batty means you're insane. You've gone batty. She impressed her teacher by knowing how to multiply. Like this, we practice in the car on the way here. It's amazing how much studying you can get done just filling in like interstitial periods of time, you know? Like when you're riding in the car, yeah, just talk about stuff, drill some questions, study, get grokking on it, whatever. All right, I'll be lightened a bit, but that'll do for now. Where's my blending brush? I can never find my tools. That is not a thing I do. Alright, let me just make sure I'm getting the shadow sculpted properly. All this talk of baddies. Yeah, that's right, voice inside my head. No. Let's get that curve of that nose. Don't go crazy. Don't go nuts. I'm still not done with that eye, but like I said, we work our way to and fro around the picture, doing what we do. These values definitely need to be darker. Because you can see how this shadow is like the shape of the sphere beneath. So that is what we bear in mind. It's not just random, it is cupping this sphere of the eye. That eye looks good. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. We've been working this eye for a while, and we're going to keep working it because it's just not done yet. We haven't even picked in all the highlights yet. Goodness, I love picking in highlights, but we're just not at that stage yet. Not there yet, not there. Still hear music rocking over there. I wonder what they're doing. Are you partying? Can I party? I'd like to party. Reminds me of The Simpsons. Dad, first of all, it's pronounced partay, and second of all, we would never partay with you. Bart Simpson, I have never heard someone pronounce party partay. Okay? That is not a thing I've come across in my 36 years on this planet. I'd party with Homer Simpson. I bet he's rowdy. I'm sure he'd get drunk. Cool. Wear this out. That comes down a wee bit. Now, let's see. Magic of the Midtones. Now we're gotta go have a meeting. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, Billy. I'll talk to you soon. We're gonna get up in that nose. Oh, yeah. And really, we got only like 15 minutes left until 2. After that, I should probably do domestic things, motherly things. The greater calling, as some might say. All right, cool. How are we feeling about that nose? We're still not there yet, by all means. Definitely have more value adjustments to make, that's for sure. But it's getting there. It's getting there, slowly but surely. We're gonna have fun picking through with an eraser on this one, that's for sure. Like we always do. All right. Definitely got the light in that. It's a Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack stuck in my head for some reason. Don't know why, but I do. That's fine. It's welcome to stay there if it likes. I haven't watched that movie in a long time either. It is getting to be that Tim Burton time of year. All right, let's rush that in. We haven't even hacked in our eyebrows yet. We're still putzing around with skin tone. And some tones around. Shoveling the tones, shoveling the tones. Where should we go in next? We got 5 more minutes. How are we gonna make those 5 minutes worth our while? Get out here, fly. Hello. Hey, hi Panda. How are you? I'm good. Working on this sketch. Glad you could join me. How have you been? How's your day going? Focus. Focus, camera. Let's see. I'm well, excellent. That's what I like to hear. I still haven't looked at the stuff you posted in Discord. I'm sorry. I've been distracted. Oh, such is life, I suppose. Today's Friday. Any Friday night plans? I hopefully have the chat situation somewhat figured out. I just have it open in a separate window. We're not even going to worry about having it pop up on screen. And if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right, so. Is Zach gonna stream tonight? I have no idea. I don't really know what his schedule is. I mean, he might. I'm gonna keep an eye out just in case, but you never know. Da, 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 da. There we go. Let's see. Also, when are you going to start streaming out of the VC again? Streaming out of the VC? You mean like on my own channel? Like here? Letting people into Discord so y'all can talk? I don't know. Maybe at some point. Who knows? Who knows? That I'm aware, I had never streamed in VC, or at least I had not yet let anyone speak in the Discord machine. Perhaps sometime soon. I need to figure out what the hell I'm doing with streaming. Because like, I do like doing art streams somewhat, it's just no one watches, you know? It's like, they're pretty dead. It's like 11 views tops, which is fine. I still like doing them, and it's a good way to like learn what I'm doing at least. But you know, at some point, his first stream was me and you. Oh, that's right, it was. I forgot. Indeed, I stand corrected. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I guess it depends on what kind of stream I want to start doing. Like right now I'm doing drawing streams. Not that they're super high octane fun. I need to figure out, like, you know, what my deal is. Have I ever known? Have I ever known what my deal is? Is that a thing I've been privy to? Oh, no. Hey, Panda, why don't you stream? You might be fun. I think you get more viewer engagement if you stream to VC, because then we could talk about things and react to content. That is true. I was thinking about maybe streaming like the Whatever podcast while I sketch, so that way people could talk about that and things, just because it's more entertaining than just watching me go at it with a frickin' pencil all the time. Well, you know, we'll see. Feel free to throw ideas at me. We can always test them out. Let's see. This angle. I want to make sure I get that. This mid-tone. Mid-tone. One thing that kind of sucks is that during this time of day, no one's home. But this is also the time of day that's just best for me to stream. That's kind of lame, you know? But that's all right. Sometimes that's just how things are. Okay, so I don't know that I'm ready to pick in eyebrows yet, but like, you know what? Let's just do it for the sake of bringing this to life. There's a few defining strokes. If we mess it up, we can always just blend it back in. What's the joy of picking through things with an eraser? There we go. It's kind of getting there. When you're done with this drawing, can you stream out of VC and I will try and join you in VC? I can link content you might find interesting. Maybe. I'll consider it. We shall see. It really depends on like what sort of stream I'm trying to run. Like that's kind of what I have to decide first. Like what am I trying to do? Am I trying to do reactions to things? Am I trying to use this to build an audience for my books or my art? These are all marketing considerations. Views are all fine and good, but the content you put out determines the audience that you get. All right, there's that. Let's see. But it's a thing I'll consider. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Honda. So what does your name mean? Energy to Hampter. Can you explain your name? Okay, need to be darker up here. Just a random username. Ah, I see. I see. I was curious how they always know when it's your username in the chat. Because you have like a million usernames. Should be using my kneaded eraser because I like my kneaded eraser, you know? It's a good time. Fun for your whole family. It feels like gum. Gum, 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 gum. I like it. I like it a lot. The shiniest part of her nose is definitely right there. That's the lightest part. I don't know that I should be doing highlights yet, but here we are. Just trying to like sculpt out exactly where her nose is. There we go. Now let's go ahead and helps a wee bit. All right. Let me see here. Oh, cool. All right. Here. What area of shine going on there? That is definitely the lightest part. Out of curiosity, are you interested in psychology? Oh, yes, definitely. I used to be a psychology major a long time ago. It's a very interesting field. There, 2 beverages. I'm out of control. It is definitely an interesting area. A lot of bullshit in psychology, but you know, a lot of useful information as well. You just gotta be careful. I wish it hadn't gotten so damn woke. It's a shame. For some reason, female dominated, which I guess makes sense. Women are all about people instead of things. Alright, let's see. Alright, come back, reference. What do you? You are not done. Get right up in there. What non-psychologists are you familiar with? William James, Jean Piaget, B.F. Skinner, Carl Jung. I'm familiar with all of those. I mean, yeah, the basic canon of psychologists, you know what I mean? If there's a specific field or area of study that you're interested in, yeah, that might be a more interesting way to go about it. I'm interested in a lot of different psychological phenomena, psychology of crowds, decision making, belief, skepticism, cults. Yeah, a great variety of things. Psychology is just so interesting. Intelligence, that's always a fun and controversial area. Creativity. Oh, no. All right. I feel like that should be heightened just a bit. There we go. It's a little better. Not specifically, I suppose I'm interested in cognitive biases and development psychology, especially. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, those are interesting areas. Most definitely. The psychology of propaganda. Belief. It definitely comes in handy. Like, that's the thing. Psychology, yeah, it's hard to get a job doing anything psychology related, but if you're trying to understand people, it certainly can be helpful. And terrifying. What was your favorite psychologist? I guess it depends. It depends. Like, who's my favorite psychologist? I mean, the most obvious answer is just to go with the most low-hanging fruit and say Jordan Peterson. But like, it depends on what we mean, you know, like who's actually doing research in a field. Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say. I do like Carl Jung. And I think Sigmund Freud kind of gets an unfair bad rap sometimes, especially from these woke people. Not that I'm saying Freud was always right, because you know he's got some controversial opinions, but you know, not always wrong either. Let's see. Trying to get this little speck of lightness. There we go. I think that works. I think that works. For now. I like Jung and Piaget, and I'm interested in people like Jacques Lacan and Slavoj Zizek because they're very philosophical. I could see you for Zizek. What do you like about him? Piaget is interesting too, especially if you're into the developmental psychology and the psychology at play. That's very interesting. Around this a bit. Are you familiar with Lacanian psychoanalysis? Vaguely. Vaguely. Lacan. Name rings a bell, but I'm having a hard time placing anything with him. We're almost there. That's annoying me. I want to just go right into picking out highlights, but I know I'm not ready to. Not a lot. Blendy, 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 blendy. We are blending. Still doing value adjustments. Will we never not be doing them? Quick, I'm gonna go ahead and go to this side of her head. Just for funsies. Why not? Why not? Our time here is almost spent. We may as well. In fact, it is. We're going on borrowed time right now, but that's all right. That's a bit big. We're going to sculpt that in. We are going to sculpt your cheekbone in. That has to be remolded a bit. Okay, maybe it's not so bad. But a little bit. It needs to be fixed a little bit. We're doing the hair way down here. Going way down. All right, and then that goes off camera. Okay, cool. All right, where should we go next? just wanted the highlighting so bad. I do. It's how you bring to life the things, but we're not ready. Let's work on these lips a bit. I think her lips are still a little small. There. Oh, that's a little better. You know what? All right. How do I get the edge of this lip correct? Not as clearly defined on the bottom. We're getting there, self. We're getting there. Why do I like drawing again? Why do I do this? Out of curiosity, are you familiar with the YouTuber Grant Sanderson or 3 Blue 1 Brown? I've heard of Grant Sanderson, but I can't place a topic with them. And not the other one, 3 Blue 1 Brown, have not heard of them. Are they cool? Are they good? You should post a video in the Discord so I can know what you mean by them. Get a sample of what their deal is. All right, let's see. He does math and computer science content. His YouTube channel is 3blue11. Ah, okay, cool. Note to self. I bet he has an interesting take on AI. One of my pet subjects. Alright. I should probably force myself to start packing things in, but I keep getting sucked in. We're not done with this lip. I'm not satisfied with leaving the lip like this right now. I know me. I'll be bothered by it. There we go. That helped. Oh, I'm still feeling like the lips are just not quite big enough. Like, just a little bit. Or the angle is off something. Do you believe LLMs will ever be able to pass the Turing test? They kind of already did. They already have passed the Turing test. Now we gotta make up a new test. Like, they keep redefining what constitutes, like, passing the Turing test. Which is kind of scary. It's like, oh, fuck. At some point, when are we just gonna decide that, you know what? They're conscious. They've finally achieved consciousness. Oh, that is my computer telling me, hey, listen, I don't care how into this drawing you are right now, you have shit to do. Do you get it? Do you understand? Yes, I understand, computer, I understand. But drawing, maybe. Art! What of my art? Yeah. We'll get you, Christina Ricci. We will keep working on your face. Don't you worry about that. I'm bumping it with my head. I'm bumping it with my head. All right. Do 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 do. Jibba dibba doo. Well, I can do for now, I suppose. We're just darkening that neck value a bit. Like, almost. I just feel like I'm missing something that makes her face truly look like her face. And yeah, we're still working on shadows and stuff, but what is it? What is it, Christina Ricci? You have to tell me. I still have to do eye on stuff. Just... This has to be a little bit further in terms of the shadow. I know. That does help a little. All right, maybe. Looks cute. Cute. We'll take it. We'll take it for now. We'll figure you out. This area needs a little work. I understand. But do we have time to work it today? No, we don't. Nope. We must pull ourselves away. I don't want to stop working right now because it's like, darn it. We're getting there. We're getting there. Darn it. But we do not have time to continue. I've heard some people argue AI can't be conscious because of the Gödel incompleteness theorem, which my understanding believes there are true but unproven truths in mathematics. Interesting. I would like to hear more about this the next time we meet, Panda. Alright, so that is where we're leaving off for now with Miss Christina Ricci. Join me next time. Today's Friday, so I guess it'll be Monday around noonish. Thank you, everybody. I'm not satisfied with this picture yet, but we're getting there. We're gonna do some more shaping. See what happens. Have a good day. Oh, careful. Have a good day, everyone. Can we raid someone? I don't even know how to raid anyone, to be perfectly honest. I have no idea. And there's just you. If you want to go raid them, go get them, Panda. I don't know. I'll talk to you later. Au revoir. We'll figure that out.